The next thing is, what are the main components of this conference? Well, this conference is on 2 days. It starts on Friday, and then the main thrust of the conference happens on Saturday. What happens on Friday? On Friday, we start the conference with one of the key components of the conference. What is it? Tutorials. When we first started, tutorials were not part of this conference. But when the idea of tutorials came, it became one of the main things at the conference because the feedback from students revealed that they absolutely loved the tutorials. And this year we'll have lots of tutorials, including tutorials getting started in Python and R, and tutorials on exotic, advanced, and intermediate subject in statistical science and artificial intelligence. As a matter of fact, I personally plan on giving a tutorial on how do you start in the use of large language models like ChatGPT. I'll be presenting so many of my prompts and sessions in my tutorial to get people, educated and otherwise, to harness, to leverage the power of tools like ChatGPT. So Friday, lots and lots of tutorials. And check our website later for the update on the tutorials that will be offered on April 22nd, 2023. The second thing that happens on Friday at UPSTAT is a special lecture by the keynote speaker. Sometimes it may be the keynote speaker, preferably it's always been the keynote speaker so far that gives a lecture prior to the keynote lecture on Saturday. So that's the second part of it. And then we have the evening session, which is basically just social part, where we mingle around some food. So Friday, tutorials, special lecture by the keynote speaker, and finally the dinner and the social, where we mingle and chat and people just freely talk about the kind of research they're doing right now. But there's something I did not say that makes Friday at UPSTAT exceedingly wonderful: the panel discussion. The panel discussion has also become one of the central themes of the conference. The theme of the conference this year is the impact of large language models like ChatGPT on research and education. Everybody who has ears has heard of ChatGPT. Some people are scared. Some people are worried. Some people are excited. Some people are making money with it. Some people cry. Others laugh. But we statisticians, we look at it and say, let's sit down and talk it over. So we're going to invite people from computer science, from pure math, applied math, anyone who's used this, to come and share around the panel discussion the impact of large language models like ChatGPT on research and education. Is ChatGPT coming to take away your job? Is ChatGPT sentient? Those are questions we'll try to find views from several researchers and professors, and hopefully some students on the panel to discuss that topic. All right? So Friday is clear, and you can find all this information on the website. Tutorials, lecture by the keynote, dinner, and certainly the panel discussion. And then what happens on Saturday then? Something crucial happened on Saturday at UPSTAT. We start the day with registration, people coming in, because some people don't show up on Friday because they're not interested in tutorial and things like that. But then on Saturday, we have the welcome, and then people get their badges and everything. And then we have the first portion of the parallel session, the second portion of the parallel session, then the lunch, then the keynote, then the third parallel session, and then the part I really, really like, the award ceremony. So who are the people winning awards at the UPSTAT conference? We found over the years that one of the ways to incentivize our students to participate in conference is to hand out a variety of awards. We have Young Leadership Awards, which is given to the students who organize a session and populate it with 3 presentations. One of the presentations could be that organizers themselves. Every single undergraduate or graduate student who organizes a session has an automatic leadership award that comes with a tiny monetary prize and a beautiful medal and a nice certificate. That is the first award. The second type of awards is the award we give to our students, PhD student, master student, and undergraduate students. And this year we intend to even invite high school students because some of them are pretty good at statistics, I found out. And then in that category, there are many awards. There are awards for poster presentation, there are awards for oral presentation in the category of application and methodology. So we have two main categories of awards, awards on methodology and awards on application. So there's so many of them, and you can look at the website to see from the years past. You will see so many different people from all around upstate New York have won all those awards. So that's what we do at the end of the conference, a bunch of awards to our youngsters to encourage them to continue to fall in love with statistics and to do it to create the future of statistics in our nation. All right, so that's the last part. The part before it is the last session where we have different parallel sessions on Saturday. The keynote is right after lunch. And what is the lunch like? Well, usually we serve lunch in lunch boxes, and then that's exactly the way it works at the UPSTAT conference.